Hey, hey, Wild West adventurers. We're here at the Young Cemetery in Young, Arizona. We're going to go look for the graves of some other victims of the Pleasant Valley War. If you have just tuned in, please be sure to watch part 1 and part 2 of our coverage of the Pleasant Valley War before you go on and watch this video. To recap, when we left off, we had just seen the aftermath of the gunfight at the Blevins house in Holbrook, Arizona, and that puts us at September of 1887. So following the bloodshed at the Blevins family home in Holbrook, Governor Conrad Zulick sent his good friend Sheriff William Mulvannon from Prescott down to the Pleasant Valley, otherwise known nowadays as Young, Arizona, and his goal, his official duty, was to finally quell the war. Apparently, those in his inner circle were told that they were to, quote, leave no Graham left alive. As Sheriff Mulvannon travels from Prescott down to Young, he picks up reinforcements for his posse, including those who were at the Heigler Ranch, which is in the north side of the valley. And from there on, they went into Young, Arizona, and they went to the Perkns store. It was under construction at the time, and there they found John Graham and Charlie Blevins. According to official grand jury testimony, the posse asked Graham and Blevins to surrender, and instead they reached for their weapons, forcing the posse to then shoot them. However, we go back to the original order, which was that no Graham was to be taken alive. So this leads some to speculate that it was a targeted execution. Over the next several years, members of both the Graham faction as well as the Tewksbury faction ended up missing, murdered, or died under mysterious circumstances. With most of his family now gone, Tom Graham ended up retiring, and he moved down to Tempe, and he married, and he planned to just coast through to retirement until the morning of August 2nd of 1892. He was walking to his store, and two men called out his name. He turned around, and a bullet penetrated his back. Before he died, he named Ed Tewksbury as one of the attackers. Ed Tewksbury did stand trial. His first trial ended in a mistrial due to a legal technicality, and during that trial, Tom's widow, Annie, attempted to assassinate Ed with a pistol, but it got caught in her dress, and then she was forcibly removed from the courtroom. He was put up a trial a second time, and in this case, the jury deadlocked 7-5 for acquittal. So Ed Tewksbury was free for a second time. So Ed Tewksbury, the head of the Tewksbury faction, moved to Globe, Arizona to live out the rest of his life, free from worry that any of the Graham faction would seek revenge, as there were no more left. And he died in Globe, Arizona in April of 1904. If you've liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe to Wild West Adventures. The Sheriff of Prescott, Mulvannon, no. Unfortunately, John Graham and Charles Blevins were killed in the gunfight at the Young County store.